AITA for kicking my BF's girl best friend out of my Halloween party because of her costume? I am not Oop. Oop is you, crying Tot Swift. She posted in r, am I the asshole, but it was removed. She also posted the same post in r, AITAH and r, 2 hot takes. I have included relevant comments from all 3 versions of the post thanks to you, here for the gauze for the recommendation. Since this post involves pumpkins. Today's fun fact to cover up spoilers is about pumpkins. The world's heaviest pumpkin weighed 2,600 pounds. 1,179.34 kgs. Pumpkins are 90% water. Every part of the pumpkin is edible. Trigger warnings. Infidelity. Less than. Mood spoiler. Yikes, but Oop is okay. Less than. Original post. October 30th, 2022. Hi everyone. I'll cut to the chase. I, 19F, had a Halloween party over the weekend. I invited my boyfriend, 21M, and a bunch of our friends over, including his girl best friend. I will call her Agatha. My boyfriend and I had decided to dress up as Peter Pumpkin Eater. If you haven't seen the costume, the guy wears a shirt that says Peter and the girl dresses as a pumpkin because, well, you know, I was pretty excited just because I thought it was a funny and cute costume. Agatha texted me the night before the party and asked what my costume was going to be. I explained the couple's costume my boyfriend and I would be wearing, and she replied that would probably just come as a sexy cat. Fast forward to the night of the party. Everyone is having fun and it's a nice time. Well, it was. Until Agatha walked in dressed as a pumpkin. She went over and hugged my boyfriend. I swear the room went silent. I was pissed. I asked if I could speak with her privately and we went into my bedroom. I asked why she chose that costume since she knew the details of the joint costume between my boyfriend and I. She said she didn't see the big deal and thought it would be a better group costume. I told her I didn't think it was funny and I would prefer that she change. I offered her a witch costume that she could borrow for the night. She turned red and started to yell that I don't get to control what she wears. I told her that she was disrespecting my relationship by insinuating that my boyfriend and her have sex. She kept screaming about how it was funny and I needed to lighten up. I ended up asking her to leave. She stormed out of the house and I returned to the party. The mood had shifted and the night felt ruined. My boyfriend agrees that she crossed the line and is planning on cutting her off completely. But a few of our friends are saying that I was being dramatic and I should have let her stay. I guess I'm just wondering, am I the asshole? I have posted this on other forums, but I have seen this podcast on TikTok and I feel like you will all be honest with me. Relevant comments. Did she not understand the joke? That was something I was considering, but she definitely understood the joke because she even said something like, oh, you'll have fun after the party with that costume. While we were texting, I was thinking about having my boyfriend talk to her, but it's completely up to him. She is his friend and he can respond however he would like. I just found out that she's been texting him since the party asking why I freaked out but never texting me. Quote, has she done things like this before? This is the first time she has ever done anything like this. We always hug and chat when we see each other. This was extremely out of character. Do they have a sexual history? He said that nothing sexual has ever happened between them. I do trust him because he was honestly shocked she would pull something like that since she has always treated me with kindness. Quote, moving forward. We are currently texting about how to move forward. He wants to go completely cut her off because of this. It was completely out of character, so I'm wondering, could it be a one-time thing? She has never shown interest before and she has normally been really kind. Sometimes people make mistakes. like me blowing up completely. But I'm letting him make the decision completely on his own. I'm not pushing him one direction or the other. It really seems like he is done with the friendship and with whoever said I was wrong. Why didn't boyfriend say anything? I think he was just too stunned to speak when she walked in. After I asked her to leave, he comforted me the rest of the night and took my side completely. He said that he is going to be cutting her out of his life. It's crazy because she has been texting him and he said she hasn't even tried to apologize. He hasn't been responding, which I think is driving her crazy. Quote, although the post was deleted, most comments in AITA skewed NTA. Update in comments. November 17, 2022. He is no longer friends with her. She showed her true colors and they are no longer speaking. Update post. February 21, 2023. Well, I have an update. I meant to post one a few months ago, but I really needed time to process the events that occurred. After this whole ordeal, I'm glad I waited though, because you all need to hear this one. Many people pointed out that my boyfriend must be sleeping with Agatha since she went absolutely bonkers for seemingly no reason. I thought since he immediately took my side and blocked her on everything that you were wrong. Well, it was me who was wrong. It turns out that Agatha and my boyfriend have been sleeping together for months and they were just really good at hiding it. Until she decided that she didn't want to be his mistress anymore. I found this out when I was at his house and hanging out in his room. He was showering after a workout and I heard this vibrating noise. He had taken his phone and mine was right next to me, so I couldn't figure out what it was. I opened his bedside table drawer and found a second phone. My gut told me that something wasn't right. Why would he have a second phone? It didn't take me long to guess his password. 1234. Really? And my fears were confirmed. There was a missed call from Agatha. I looked through the messages and found out the truth. Not only had they been sleeping together, she recently found out that she was pregnant. This was the reason she pulled the stunt on Halloween. She was trying to force his hand. I also saw that he was messaging other girls as well. I was completely devastated. After his shower, he found me grabbing all of my belongings and putting them in my bag. He asked why I was leaving and I told him because we were finished. I threw his phone on the bed and he looked like he was going to vomit. He started pleading me to hear him out, but I didn't want to hear it. He could have all of those other girls. I didn't want him anymore. He followed me out of the house shaking and crying. He even followed me all the way out to my car trying to block my path. I went over the grass around him and didn't look back. He sent me a long message about how he never wanted to hurt me, that he wanted me back, and how he was using his work phone to text all of these women so I wouldn't find out. That was really helpful. I sent his boss a nice little message about how company property was being misused, and I saw on LinkedIn he no longer works for that company anymore. He is blocked on everything now. I hope him and Agatha have a magical life with their baby. Oh, I heard through the grapevine that he got one of the other women pregnant too. I'm glad I dodged that bullet. As for me, I am currently in therapy working on my trust issues and learning how to love myself again after this situation. I have been putting myself out there again and have cut contact with anyone who knew what was happening behind my back. Thank you for all the love and support. Relevant comments. STD check. Thank you for that advice. I got an STD check after I found out about the cheating, but I will definitely schedule another one for this week. Yeah, he was a piece of work. I ignored many red flags because I was so happy to finally feel loved by someone. Well, that wasn't real love. I'm glad I found this out before I truly invested more time into the relationship. I'm looking forward to the future and finding someone special in my life. More on the second phone. I honestly had no idea why he even decided to tell me that. He said he only did it because of his access to the second phone, so I just thought his boss would love to know how company property was being used. Quote, to people who think it's fake, I would like to clarify a few things here, but I know you still probably won't believe me, and that is fine. Agatha originally asked what my costume was going to be. I didn't think anything of it because I always ask my friends what they are wearing to parties, so I can get the vibe. Even though we weren't best friends, we were still on good terms at this point, so it was normal. I'm the one who told her we were wearing a couple's costume, and then we had a short conversation about the joke behind it. I don't know what happened from there. Only that she showed up as part of our couple's costume. Quite simple. My ex was an idiot. His phone password for his actual phone was 0000 because other combinations were always too hard to remember. 1234 was not my first guess, but it worked. If it hadn't, I would have just confronted him regardless. I never said he got fired for misusing company property. I said that I emailed his boss about it and that the company name was no longer in his LinkedIn tagline. I have to assume the company wasn't thrilled he was sending dick pics, videos to women on his phone. That was probably supposed to be used for work purposes. Who knows? He might have gotten fired because he's an asshole, but I will never know. Hopefully this cleared some things up. If you still don't believe it, that is okay. I just thought I'd address a few of the things you said. Quote, how she's doing now. I'm working on it. I guess I was just so happy to be loved that I didn't really see any of the red flags. My therapist has really helped me, and I'm looking forward to the future now. Blue heart. I wish I had answers. I blocked him shortly after I left his home. I haven't seen him since. I don't know what happened between him, Agatha, and the other baby mama. The only reason I know about the other pregnant woman is because I heard it from someone else. Quote, would it have killed the ex to wear a condom? 2 kids with 2 women who will likely hate him. Geez. Best updates have the least content because the person is actually able to cut the problems out of their lives. So good on you. Oop. So I just want to put it out there that while technically all parts of the pumpkin can be edible, gourds can also be toxic, and not all varieties have been cultivated for consumption. Be careful with ones that have been grown for decorative rather than culinary purposes, as there is a higher risk. The risk is present even in culinary cultivars, as a sport or random mutation can occur. It's just a very, very low risk comparatively. That decorative gourds will contain elevated levels of cucurbitacin E. Cucurbitacin E can cause cucurbit poisoning, aka toxic squash syndrome. If you are eating a cucurbit which is unusually bitter, don't force yourself, as it is possible to have said elevated levels. Cucurbits are melons, squash, cucumbers, and yes, pumpkins. Damn, it really was Agatha all along. Pregnant, you say? I wait with bated breath for the update about the twins one. This is why you need to finish the whole nursery rhyme before making your costume. I love short updates instead of long rants where people struggle to get to the solution. Oop is gonna live a great life free from child support drama and split weekends. The amount of people I know with 0000 as the password. Hilarious. Good on Oop for walking away. Yeah, this doesn't ring true at all. Sigh. Why do cheaters skip birth control? I mean, incredible called shot for all the commenters on the first post saying that Agatha, at least, thought she was in a couple with the boyfriend. But like, I seriously cannot comprehend why a person would cheat without precautions. Don't break more than one law at a time. I feel like these are becoming predictable. That girl did Oop a favor. Who knows how long he would have strung her along. The costume was her breaking point. Marge, I swear, I never thought you would find out. Quote. Yup, bullet dodged and karma was served. Because he's female friend, mistress is not going to have the attention. Or him in general all to herself like she wants since another woman is pregnant. So that means she would have to share him if the other woman keeps the baby. Seriously, I feel bad for those kids being stuck with parents like these. So the costume was actually Cheater Pumpkin Eater. Wow, that Peter absolutely was a pumpkin eater. And how he was using his work phone to text all of these women so I wouldn't find out. The ex-BF thought this was supposed to make things better? Cheating is fine as long as she doesn't find out. This isn't real. Yet again I am left wondering, how do these people have the time? How did the op not get the giant pumpkin message? Peter was eating that pumpkin too. She was sending her a message out without saying if are loud. My immediate response would have been to confront the boyfriend when I saw that. Not to blame the girl. There was always something going on there.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. EpicAriaCast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.